Welcome to What's Your Story? I'm your host, Kenneth L. Morgan. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to our show. To those of you that watch through Charter Communication, those that watch through Covington Community Television, which broadcasts on Channel 8, Channel 20, Channel 22, to my producer, Heidi B. Fuller of The Fuller View, to Natasha Davis, born of Visionary People Arise. I'm excited about our show today. I'm excited about my guest today. If you'd like to advertise on What's Your Story, you can email me at kennethmorgan76@yahoo.com, or you can write me at What's Your Story, P.O. Box 2026, Covington, Georgia. My guest today is none other than Willie Harris. He is the author of Whose Will. I'm happy that he's here with us today. So our viewers, let's welcome to our show today, Willie Harris. Willie, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
What's Your Story? So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to get started. We're going to just jump right in and just go ahead and just allow you to give us a little bit of background information about yourself, and then we'll start talking some about your book.
Very good. Again, like you said, my name is Willie Harris, and I'm the author of Whose Will. Whose Will is an autobiography. The story, I was inspired to write the story. One day I was sitting on my back patio, and I was just thanking God for the success of my janitorial service, and I asked God, what do I do now? I mean, life is good, and I didn't feel as if I had fulfilled my purpose in life. I was grateful for what God have done for me, but I felt like there was more. So I asked God, I said, what do you want me to do? What do I do now? Where do I go from here? And the Holy Spirit told me to tell my story.
Okay. And so that's the beginning of everything, how the book actually transpired and how everything took place.
Yes.
So from that point, Willie, you just went ahead and just pursued what the Spirit of the Lord had spoke to you, and got the process of the book and everything done at that point.
Yes, yes. That's when the story started. Initially, when I started the story, the title was Thy Kingdom Came. And the reason at that time, that's kind of how I felt, because I had been through so much through life. I was really wanting to tell how the kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. I was really trying to express in my story the kingdom on earth as it is in heaven.
Right.
As I wrote, the story would kind of change. The feeling, or what the point I was trying to make would kind of change. And as I continued to write, it came to me that the Spirit, that the title was Footprints.
Oh, okay.
It was Footprints, because I realized that as I wrote the story, I was seeing how God had been carrying me through all the trials and tribulations in my life. So I continued to write, and it came in my spirit that the title changed again, and the title went from Footprints to He Is Now, because as I continued to write and get into more of the end of the story, I felt the presence of God, and that's what I wanted to reveal to the public, was God is a present God. He is still a now God, and I wanted to pass that word on to the reader and to the public. But once I got to the ending of the book, it came to me that the title of the book would be Whose Will, because after it was all said and done, it was God's will in my life to where I am today.
Okay.
And so it was really an interesting journey.
Right.
You know, writing the story, telling the story, and allowing the Holy Spirit to guide me through the story.
Okay.
You know, I never wrote if I didn't feel it in the Spirit, because it wasn't about getting a book out for sale.
Mm-hmm.
It was more about spreading the presence of God in the 20th and 21st century.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we've enjoyed what we've heard so far, and it's amazing how you said that in the midst of beginning your book,
Mhm.
how you would start off with one title, but as you go through, the title would change. And that's usually the way it is with any author that's writing. They'll have one thing in their mind, one thing in their spirit, but as they begin to write, things will begin to change. So it's amazing you came to the end, the conclusion.
Yes.
The title of the book is Whose Will?
Yes.
And that is so unique within itself. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to our commercial break. And I'm going to try to, if I can, to try to get Michelle to come up here for a few minutes and just give a shout out to our viewers. So we'll be right back after this.